Hey everyone, before we actually go into the field, and I'm going to do a real Albrecht's Aether Ray update video on this, but I just want to point this out, since I know someone's probably going to ask about it. I have Aether Fire back in action, and I attached it to Devastation. I don't know if I'm actually going to keep Aether Fire. It's a lot of damage, but at the same time, it's... I don't know. It's just damage. That confuse is okay. I haven't actually seen a lot of it, though, because I use flash bombs. So, I have Arcane Bomb attached to flashbangs, because it's awesome like that. And I have Blizzard attached to Aether Ray. I'm using Blizzard because I have a Warp Fire. And Warp Fire will presumably convert a lot of that cold damage to fire damage, which will get chewed through my fire damage multipliers for extra damage, but I also like that it has a chance to slow on it. So adding an AoE slow to Albrecht's Aether Ray is actually a nice benefit. Where is that training dummy? That's a Watchman. I mean, that's close. There we go, training dummies. So that would be our Blizzards. It procs a lot with Albrecht's Aether Ray. I mean, I don't know that these things actually have a lot of OA. But yeah, you can also see that our Arcane Bombs will also proc a lot. So we can actually get quite a bit of damage out of this. And then, of course, this is Devastation's new animation. Which is amazing. And there's all that Aether Fire right there. Okay, first change first. And I'll go out into Old Arkovia and Twin Falls to show this off. But I have to point this out first. Cronley's Lair, now, after you beat the boss man, you actually go through that little like, behind the boss area to get to the exit. And this no longer goes to the Hanafi Mines. This goes to Twin Falls. So the exit now, you actually have, like, it linearizes this area a bit, but the Old Arkovia, Cronley, Twin Falls chain of areas are a bit more linear now, and you have to do the thing you do at the end of like end of Act 3, where you go outside outside Darkvale Gate. It's kind of like that. So Old Arkovia, we're gonna warp to. Yeah, these are new. These tips. They still only have the one piece of artwork, though. So, new to the Arkovia section. Right here, I may have to actually run through that a little bit. Okay, well, first things first. Let's just go down there. So, new to this section, it's a tiny change in the Rocky Coast area. But right here they actually, this used to just be path, but now they added in this like the like woodwork here. So you can actually see a lot of New Harbor, which is a pretty... I mean, to me it's a nice change because it actually makes the game feel a little more like epic in its scope, that you can actually see down here a lot better. And then they added this piece of a wood pathway. And I am coming over here for a reason. Leave me alone, Bugs. Leave me alone, Bugs. I'm doing a video for YouTube. It's important. So, the path here actually winds around differently now. I mean, not that anyone really cares, but, it's interesting to me from kind of a design standpoint for the way this act works now. Because it's like now we just actually are taken kind of near this wasp nest. We're kind of just taken near this wasp's nest instead of actually being able to kind of avoid it. I'm also kind of too used to pneumatic burst. I've gotten spoiled by it, so I will occasionally throw flashbangs for no reason. That's where pneumatic burst is on my other character. So yeah, the pathing, like I wanted to say, will actually pull the character from this bridge that's down here. Like this whole area has been redone because it used to be like a winding pathway, but it's like it was really winding and it never actually took you near that wasp's nest. That was like, I think it actually wound a little more out, but yeah, you'll actually be taken right by the wasp nest now. That's a tiny change. So the other one in the foothills, which we're going to look at just for graphics' sake, is I'll just go to the left. I believe there was like something. I believe the path around this rover camp actually went down somewhere. I thought it. I might be thinking of something else. You know what? I'm probably thinking of something else. Never mind. But this is one of the graphic overhauls that's up here. That this video is really all about. So that's one of the Staunton mine entrances, I believe. Now I so rarely came up here. I thought maybe this is the new way into Twin Falls, so I actually explored around in it. But if we look here, we got these like new statues and arches, because this is what Old Arkovia is now. It's an actual like ruin. So we have like this destroyed bridge work here, and if we come up here, we've got like new-ish stonework. I mean, this area is not as changed as the rest of it is, but I still want to come up and look at it because that's what the video is really about. So yeah, just to show off, the mines actually can do some fairly okay damage with the flashbangs. It's pretty awesome to take and turn that into an attack ability. But yeah, it's just a tiny graphical upgrade in this area. The real meat and potatoes of the new graphics, the new look of this place, is what we're showing next. Oh, and I do want to do one thing. It's another new change. This is the change that got me like, what? So we're gonna head north from the old Arkovia waypoint. Now you may remember you could just head north, and you'd walk this way, and there would be a path here that would lead to a barricade. That's all gone. That's all gone. And also what's gone, right here there was a bridge. About right here was a bridge that actually went across from here to here, and that was another way to get into Twin Falls. That's gone as well. So the way into Twin Falls is through Cronley's hideout, and that's the only way into Twin Falls. And you have to actually, like, I had to actually go through and I reverse engineered it, kinda, because I actually went to the Broken Hills waypoint to get over here. Because now you also have to go through the Arkovian Undercity. Because I think you have to, because there's no connecting thing anymore for Broken Hills. This is barren highlands, and there's obviously not going to be any connection there. So, if we run over here, which I don't have explored on the map, we can actually see a lot of the new map. Because I believe also the Twin Falls waypoint was up here initially, wasn't it? No. Never mind. See, it's actually just leaving my brain what this place used to look like. So this is... Oh, man. So... Man, this place bugs me. No, don't kill me, please. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make a bad pun. I mean, I totally meant to make a bad pun. Just don't kill me for it. Man, there's a lot of these things here. I just realized I was quiet for like 30 seconds. Just trying to fight bugs. Giant angry mosquitoes. Okay, yeah, that just loops around on itself to that wasp nest. So yeah, they completely reworked everything over here. I don't know if those two NPCs are going to be out here with their little, oh, give me 300 iron and I'll shoot her thing. I mean, I'll have to check Devil's Crossing because I think I pulled them into Devil's Crossing. Yeah, because they would have been like right here, but this is all different now. And there's a new NPC here, Palda, and she'll say, oh, the bridge is out. Because, oh, yeah, we'll actually come the way you're supposed to come in here. So yeah, when you exit Cronley's hideout, it'll dump you right here, and then obviously you just come straight to the left here. Here's your waypoint. Here's Palda saying, "Oh, the bridge is out," and then you have to go. Then she's like, "Oh, you could go, through Broken Hills, but you got to get there through the ruins of Old Arkovia," and that's what we're going to be looking at here. Because, man, are they different. It's like the same contracting group that did the Nephilim ruins came over here, and we're like, yeah, you guys want a maze of ruins? We'll give you a maze of ruins. Anyone that played Diablo 3 knows exactly what I'm talking about with that tomb of, was it Corvus or whatever his name was? So yeah, it's pretty much almost... I gotta stop looking at the map when I know enemies are nearby. I mean, it's pretty much the same setup as before, Because here's that camp, and it would have bent that way and then back around this way. It's just they added a lot of stuff in here. They added a lot of stuff in here, and just, I mean, I think there might be slight positional tweaks, but it's nothing, it's nothing really that huge. Like, there's just stuff, I think more stuff going south here. And, like, obviously they updated the textures and stuff. I love New Devastation. It is awesome. I can't wait to see what the new legendary Outcast Hood actually brings to the table. Because, like, the epic level one is ridiculous in and of itself. Having something more ridiculous that does that, it's like, I can't wait to see it. Even in Graceful Dusk. Oh, and I think, because there's this little bit of glowy on the ground right here, this would be where Kaldros is. And the Necromancer. And then, I don't know.
That skill's not ready.
I think, did they take out that treasure chest that was right there? Oh no, it's right here now. Because there's that one treasure chest that's always like a really good one that was like right there. I guess it's over here now. Yeah, look at this. It's like ruins. They're real ruins that are like heavily detailed. Like you could see kinda how the city or whatever was set up. Like it looks like a very believable real place. It's an awesome improvement. Yeah, it's sort of like, yeah, that just looks cool. It's sort of like a ho-hum, 50-50, I don't know if I like it, changes to the gearing, but like this looks amazing. Graphically, the game looks goddamn brilliant now. Like, I just love that, like, they put all these little details into the tiling. And it's like there's like paint on the wall and it's all faded and chipped, and like this is a believable place in terms of its look. So in this place though, you may notice we entered over here instead of over here now. So we're entering here, and that's our exit, and then right there is the level 2. The level 2 exit entrance is right there. I haven't actually gone and looked at the lower levels of the Undercity yet. I think it's I just didn't, because I'm assuming it's all the same as this, or it just looks really good and is a really nice improvement. But it's, same tile set. Steps of Torment also looks like this now. So they gave a nice upgrade to Steps of Torment in terms of look as well. So that's still a skull pit. But some of the places that were skull pits are now actually like, I guess they would be ruined reflecting pools. And I'll make my way over to one. Because I think there's one in the center of that. So if there's one like change to Albrecht's Aether Ray I had to make to get the build to work again, and this is why I'm not using the Spellbreaker, even though I was trying to make that the new hotness, for an Albrecht's character. It's the energy regen. I had to absolutely change the energy regen setup for this. Specifically going into Scales of Okama for it. Okay, it's not around here. So yeah, we got this tiling, more tiling. Here's another change. This used to be like a skull pit, I think. And now it's like, I don't even know what this would be, because there's steps leading. It's like, maybe that's just water from above coming into like just a normal room, but it's got grating. So I've been thinking, oh, it's a ruin reflecting pool type of thing. So this is where you'd pop out from the lower levels. Those cool statues. A piece of lore I didn't have. Let's even take down Nomos here without getting killed. I did it! Hooray! Oh, and Power Tempest Sigil Plans. I am so glad that the blueprints are now, like, not repeating as much. For new players, that might not actually be as good, but because, like, you won't get low-level blueprints at high levels anymore, really. But, I mean, there's still gonna be a limit to the number of blueprints you're gonna get. And, like, getting new blueprints just feels good. I've gotten the Empowered Skyblade and that now. So yeah, more paint on the ground. We got the sarcophagus on the new tiling. Oh no. Area looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, this character, he needs his defenses reworked as well. Just because, like, he's just taking a lot of hits that I don't want him to be taking. So, it's one of those, like, oh, I think with, oddly enough, the way Vindictive Flame used to work, I actually think he had a fairly good defense going on. So we exit, we got more new statues, look great. So the exit now will spit you out right next. Well, obviously, you know, Minova's still here. But that little side area it spat you out at is gone. So instead we got, you know, this bridge with, like, the Lord of the Rings statues. And it spits you out right next to the waypoint now. Because you have to go through it. You don't actually have to go to the lower levels. That's totally optional still. But they sort of linearized this area a bit. So now it's like you can't actually get into Twin Falls early, and I'm on the fence about that. I actually liked that Act 2 was sort of like you could forge your own path through it, and you could end up in Broken Hills without ever fighting Cronley. And I actually kind of like that, but I understand smoothing things out a little bit to make it a little less confusing for new people. So now you got to go. You basically go through all 4 hills, and you'll be spat out here. Then you go through the Undercity, and you'll be spat out here. So yeah, it is a little smoother and cleaner as to where you're supposed to go. I mean, it's not a bad change, in all honesty. But, yeah, that is, I think, the biggest change. And I could maybe, I don't really think I need to go to Steps of Torment, because Steps of Torment is the exact same layout, exact same map. They just updated the skin for it, and it uses that newer tile set. So, yeah, gorgeous update to the game. Just gorgeous update to the game. You know, some clearing up on how the map works. Yeah, that I believe covers the big graphical visual change to Grim Dawn in Build 31. So coming up next is gonna probably be a new playthrough of the game, an in-depth playthrough of the game, and I'm gonna treat it as, I'm gonna start in Build 31 obviously so I can have it out on Thursday, but it's gonna be the release version of the game, and it's gonna be sort of a playthrough to get to cover information that beginners may not know and novices probably know but may not. It's going to be a very much ground up in-depth playthrough. And yeah, I think I'm going to have a not very surprising class choice for it either. Not Aether Ray, but close. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.